whatever I want for myself, I can have. Hi, I'm Kaneisha Montague. I'm 34 and I live in Atlanta. Growing up in New York and Miami, had a really great family, loved being artistic, dancing, having friends. A moment that shaped me when I was younger, I ran a 1K, like getting towards the end, and I just like wasn't gonna make it. Like finish line, I could not see it. I was slowing down. I was about to quit. And then my dad saw me from like the sideline because he was watching, and he like jumped under the rope and he ran the rest with me. Following that situation in my head, I'm like, there's nothing I can't finish. So I go for everything. Got a job through LinkedIn that was located in London. So I was working from home. Beautiful setup. I worked there for 4 years and then they let me go. It was great timing because I was able to pivot. I started doing Pilates after I had a baby because I wanted to get back to movement because I used to teach like jazz and ballet. Loved it. And then told the owner, I was like, hey, if you ever decide to do a teacher training or you need someone, like let me know. She ended up telling me like, yeah, we're going to do a teacher training. You want to do it? And I was like, do I want to spend those funds? And then my best friend was like, if you're passionate about it, I'll help you. And she covered it for me. A couple months later, I lost my job. So me and my sister, we sat right here just like this. She pulled out her computer and she like sent me a bunch of different Pilates jobs. But in my head, I wasn't thinking this was gonna be my career. That 1 week after I was laid off, by Friday of that same week, I had over 5 different offers. I got certified in Barre first when I was working for Bounce. I have a friend named Elena, and she messaged me on Instagram, and she sent me a Black-owned bar studio. It was the first one in Atlanta. After work, I came to the Black-owned bar studio, went in, and the owner, one of the owners, she was in there. And I told her, I was like, oh, my homegirl told me about this place. Like, are y'all looking for instructors? And she was like, actually, we're in the middle of a training right now. She was like, we started last week. And she said to me, I like your energy. Just join the training. I came to the training, loved it, loved the girls, was a vibe, started teaching there, built a really good following behind Barre. COVID happened and studios had to close. After this, now I'm like, I don't want to teach online because it just doesn't feel the same. I took a break, had Nula, and I'm still like, I still miss teaching and dancing. Then went and took the Pilates class and told the owner like, hey, if you guys are interested, I was gonna do a training, like I would love to. Then when the training came around, I feel like the old teacher in me just kind of like picked back up where I left off, but it was just like a new method of movement. So Pilates versus Barre. And then started teaching there. Now my Barre classes do great there. I grew my own Barre certification there to teach other women how to teach Barre, all through Dr. T just trusting me. I would never go back to corporate. Roles just kind of opened up for me when I kind of just went with my instinct and connected with people who are like-minded or people that I just looked up to. Why would I turn my back on that to go to something that I feel like is giving me financial security when I'm making way more doing this than I was doing that, and I have my sanity and I can be with my daughter without like interruption. What I would like to do is traveling the world and teaching people how to be the best instructor they can be, not just be great at the method of movement. Nula has like the energy I used to have when I was a kid, like fearless, would say whatever she wants to say in a respectful way. After you have a kid, you realize that like somebody is depending on you. I now have like this get up and get it. No one can tell you any different. At the end of the day, if something goes wrong, you're gonna figure out how to make it right. We're on a life journey, and this is not the only life you're gonna live, and you've lived several lives before this. Everybody does this YOLO, you only live once type, and they're doing crazy things, but no, like we're here to learn about ourselves. We're here to reach for enlightenment, like focus on the bigger picture about life instead of looking at, I need to buy this, I need to attain this, I need to be married, I need to have kids. Like it's so much bigger than what I feel like we have encapsulated ourselves by. That once people start thinking like that, I just think like your world just opens up.